Chapter 2103. Knowing that Dad already had a complete solution, Lucas was relieved immediately. What he and his father wanted was not the so-called patriarch of the Adair family, but most of the assets of the Adair family. After Faria was removed, it was naturally the best situation to be able to manage the entire Adair family steadily. But if this goal was not achieved, taking a step back and being able to get most of the assets was already satisfying for the father and son. Therefore, Tianming was not afraid that the murder of Faria would be revealed. He was just afraid that it would be revealed too early. He needed to win a time difference, which was enough for him to get rid of Mr. Adair, cash out all the Adair family assets, and then flee to the United States. The biggest question now was how long this time difference was. After all, Alex and the Ito family were investigating this matter, and Tianming was also worried about premature exposure, so he planned to do something against the old man in advance. Quickly solving the troubles of Mr. Adair would allow Lucas to return to the country as soon as possible. Otherwise, Lucas staying in China was like leaving a proton for Tianming. In ancient times, two countries that were hostile or threatened each other often sent protons to each other. The so-called proton meant that the emperor of a country sent one of his princes as a hostage to a hostile country in order to seek peace. If during this period the two sides became violent, the other party could kill the proton at any time. Tianming was afraid to leave Lucas in Beijing for too long. Otherwise, if Alex found out something and took his son as a hostage or simply killed him to avenge Faria, then he would be finished. However, neither Tianming nor Lucas knew that the conversation between the two of them had actually been monitored by the ninjas. After the two had finished talking, all the recordings of their conversation were sent to Xingshir's cell phone. Xingshir immediately played the recording to Alex, and Alex frowned immediately after hearing it. Xingshir sighed. Master is really good at everything. This Lucas is really the culprit. Alex smiled slightly and said seriously, actually, this is not a good thing. Just remember one thing. When you can't find a culprit in a certain case, the culprit is often the case's beneficiaries. After speaking, Alex said again, Lucas is the eldest son of the Adair family. It is reasonable to say that his father should inherit the position of patriarch of the Adair family. After his father retires, he will pass on the position of patriarch to him. But Lucas's grandfather passed on the position of patriarch to Faria, which invisibly brought a huge loss to Lucas and his father. So, whenever Faria dies, these father and son are the biggest beneficiaries. As the biggest beneficiaries, the suspicion is naturally the biggest. Xingshir thought for a moment and nodded in agreement. What Master said is really reasonable. Sometimes, profit is the biggest motivation for committing crimes. Alex said with a gloomy expression on his face. Lucas and the two generations did all this for that little property. I didn't expect that they not only murdered Faria, but also their own father and grandfather. It is really hateful. Xingshir hurriedly asked, Master, what are you going to do now? Do you want me to get Lucas detained and force his father to surrender? Alex sneered. This operation is okay, but it also has certain risks. Xingshir asked, Master, what are the risks? Alex explained earnestly. If Tianming is willing to give up Lucas, then even if I kill Lucas, it is impossible to stop him.